Mariah, girl, look, come here, come here. We gotta have a talk, sis. Hi, you guys. It's me, Keith Johnson. So we're back with another review of the Baddies. If you guys are new here, like, comment, subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into this. So we're gonna jump in where the scene picks up, and we're here with a bunch of nothing. They're talking, blah blah blah. We don't care. And then we get to the next scene where they're talking about what's about to happen with the chain, all this and that. I think ET looks good here. Unpopular opinion, but I think she looks good here. Scotty is eating the red hair down. Like, this right here, this looks really good on her. Like, this, woo, she's eating. Like, this whole aesthetic, this vibe, she's eating. Mariah Lynn confessed, they just don't blend, they just don't mix, they just don't match for me. I don't know, just something about it. ET, she caught, like, me and her, we did the same face, cause like Mariah, she's like, oh, like she's talking about this chain, this shit. I'm tired of hearing about this. I'm tired of hearing about this chain, you guys. I'm sick of hearing about this chain. This was my face this whole time. Like, I'm tired of this chain. You see this right here? She's holding her chain. Biggie got her chain back, Mariah. Stunned her, snatched it and threw it off her. She must have bought a new one, but she got her chain back. So, we get to the next scene. We get to see with Biggie and Automatic. They're at the doctors because they got injuries from their previous fight. So, Automatic's finger is like dysfunctional. This was how many episodes ago? Like, it was like 4, 5 episodes ago? And we're just now getting a conclusion to her finger being hurt from this? Really, Zeus? I'm like, how long have we been in Philly? We've been in Philly for a hot little minute now. So we get to the scene or whatever. Automatic got kicked out of the hospital because she swung on Biggie with some type of tower or something. I just don't care about the scene. I just don't care. Like, this beef, the storyline, uninteresting. I'm just gonna move on. Woo! So we have T. Look, this is probably the most brightest positive moment on the show. We have rays, we have sunshine, we have beauty, we have angels, we have it all here. We have just positivity. This was a good scene to watch, and this was like a kind of a good like break in episode. Like, this was just stunning here. Like, T, woo. It's like the girls that just run around like the sunflower like fields. T is looking good here. The vibe, I just like this. So they're all talking about T's gonna pop up the club and she's not with the girls and blah blah blah. And I don't blame T. Like, I'm not finna be with you and keep being an ambush all day. So yeah, I don't blame T. And T, like, she knows her work. She knows who she is. So we're midway through the episode. We're in the same day, you guys. Biggie comes out the hospital, injuries. You know, her arm allegedly being snatched up and eaten by Rolly. So you know, we're here. All right. So these two, Sapphire and Suki, they pull up to Natalie. We get to Natalie. I think Natalie's looking good, like with this kind of Karen-ish kind of look. It fits her very well. It looks good on her. So Natalie is serving looks this season. And then she like tells a story about what happened. She does like the whole T thing again. Like, hi, it's T. Yeah, something I would have did. See, I'm moving through this. This episode was just a bunch of like BS. I just don't care about. Like, oh my gosh, like filler content. It's just filler. I will say, like, what is this red streak on Taseki's hair? Like, I like it. And I'm like, dang, I kind of want that. So we get to the scene. E.T. doesn't drink, but Sukiana convinces E.T. to take a shot. And we finally got her to drink. Woohoo, I guess? I don't know. I don't really care for Rolly, but I think she looks good. Well, the shirt and her shorts, she could have kept that. But, like, this right here was looking good. The hair, the shirt, the hair, like these little things right here, little green beads. Like, it just, this vibe, I like this vibe on Rolly. Like, she looks really good with this. Like, I gotta give her props to do. Like, she was serving with this top look, but the bottom half, So we have Miss Producer, Instigator, stirring up the pot. She's a bartender today because she's trying to get the girls, you know, so they can pop off and get some energy out of them. So she's doing that with what? Yeah. Natalie, we see what you're doing, girl. I know these two regret this now. I know they do. Like, they don't like each other now. They're beefing online. Like, Taseki's face, she's always making faces, but her face is me because I know they regret this. I know they do. So everyone sits down to talk about Biggie's bite or whatever, and Sky, she's like, oh yeah, Rolly, you bit her, and Rolly did not say nothing back to her. Like, Rolly was like Rolly didn't know what to say. Like, Rolly was gassed when Sky called her out like that. Sky called her out like quick, cause like, Rolly, what you gonna do to Sky? Nothing. Sapphire was hitting points that make sense. Sapphire was like, how could she bite herself? Like, Sapphire was making sense here. Like she was speaking facts to Rolly. The combo's good. Everything's going well until they start to dress Smiley. Rolly kicks it off. Rolly kicks off everything. Like Rolly kicked off like just about most of the drama on Baddies. Like Rolly has really kicked off a lot of it. So she says that she felt like the MC was fake and Smiley, she lied about it, this and that. All the girls in the house, they looked and they felt the same way. In the midst of that, Biggie walks in, she came at the wrong scene, but she came in and, hi Biggie. Like, Rolly was really saying everything that the girls were already, like, felt. Like, Taseki and, like, everybody felt the same way, but Rolly was the only one that, like, really stood on business and, like, said how she felt about the situation. Like, Rolly and Smiley's conversation wasn't, like, really, like, heated or serious. Like, they would just have, like, a, just a convo. Rolly felt that she felt Smiley was lying. Smiley said that she wasn't lying. But my thing at the end of the day is like, I'm not a female, so I can't really say like, what that feels like or what, that is. So it's like, I'm limited on my words here. But my whole thing is like, Smiley, she said she had that. So like, we just have to believe her. And y'all just have to, like, we just have to be there for her and just keep it a buck. Like, that's how I feel about the whole thing. And they're like, oh, like, she's not smiling, like, she's not sad or moping. Like, my thing is like, maybe she don't want the kid. Like, maybe she was like excited to to have that, because maybe she just don't want the kid, or she said she wanted to be on the show, and at the end of the day, like, she went on the show, she wanted her to build her brand, she wanted her to like, like, celebrities do watch the show, like big names do watch it, so she wanted to like, build up and grow. So I get her point. And then on Rolly's side, she's, she really says what the girls feel. Like, she really stood on like what she said, but nobody wanted to say it. So it's like, this conversation, I feel like it could have been like down to like just those two, Rolly and Smiley, and they could have talked it out, and we could have got what we got from that. So Suki, she kicks things off. Suki kicked everything off. Like, she kicked it off. So she talks about Smiley texting her phone about she beat up Mariah Lynn. She snatched her chain, and I agree with Suki. Like, if you text me on that type of time, like, oh, you took my like best friend's chain or whatever, what do you want me to do about it? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I got 100% where she was coming from, because it's like, what do you want me to do about it? So Suki, she just got in the house. She had every right to confront Smiley about what was going on, and she said she's not gonna hit that girl. So she had every right. She stood on business and she said what she said, and she was not wrong here. In the midst of all that, Rolly throws a drink on Smiley, and Smiley gets up. Everyone's like, Rolly, she should have stayed out of this. She should have minded her business. Me personally, I think the girls, they plotted this. I think, like, allegedly, I think like that they knew that Mariah can't beat Smiley, so they set Rolly to throw the drink on Smiley. So really, Rolly was the bait, if that makes sense. So Rolly throws a drink on Smiley. Oh, hold up. And look what flashes. Bling, bling, bling. Mariah, sis, girl. Mariah could have got that chain. Rolly was the bait. Rolly distracted Smiley. Like, Rolly did that so So Rolly did that so Mariah could get that chain. Mariah, she could have just snatched it. Like, Smiley was not paying that girl no mind. And Mariah, you still didn't do it. So I see everyone's like on Rolly's bandwagon, like, oh, they're mad at Rolly for doing that. But like, I'm not mad at Rolly, because like, Rolly, she's done like a lot of like bully and messed up things. But like, Mariah is her friend, and any friend would have done the same thing. Y'all can't tell me y'all wouldn't have done the same thing, or at least tagged the girl. But they had plenty of time to do all this, because before all of this, they was in this show for a while, and this girl still had her chain. So the fight happens. We get nowhere. She ain't get nothing back. So you have the girl screaming about, get this chain back, get this chain. Like, Mariah, girl, get your chain. So after the fight, we have no chain. We have no nothing. Her hand's messed up. Sapphire's yelling, like, go get your chain back. Then you have Suki yelling, go get your chain back. Everyone got chains. So we get to the scene. This is like the viral photo all over the internet right now of Smiley in the kitchen. She's hurt. Like, she's got ambushed. So like, I don't know like what it's like, but like after the MC, like her body is like just, she went through a lot. So like, she's hurt here. So Mariah attacks her, and she went straight for the chain first, but Smiley like kind of held it back. So after Sapphire putting her in a chokehold, she wants to fight her. She confronts her. From the fight, it looks like Smiley got beat up. That's this episode. Have a good day, you guys.